Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, that junk was wow. I was like, what? He was like, man, he been putting the pack up for 5 years. He's doing it. I was like, he putting the junk in his tutor, bro. He was like, oh, yeah, he got some of that la-la dating shot. I was like, I wanted to laugh though, but I was like, that ain't really funny though, man. I'm like, that's what I get though. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm not perfect. Sometimes, like, I turn into a fiend. I'm a fiend for the la-la. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, you know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt only because I never seen him go to the vision room. I never heard him go in the vision room, man. I never seen this, man. I never seen it, man. I was like, you know what? The only confirmation I'm gonna have to put on this is, man, holler at his roommate just to make sure. But I was like, first though, man, like I had to get my thoughts together. And I seen my roommate. I was like, hey, he came over that job. I was like, hey, bro, say word. Bro from Richmond and them say that the dude Jamie be putting his stuff in his tutor, bro. He was like, we go to VI and get it. I was like, bro, I ain't even know that. They say he go early. He the first visit every Saturday when he go. Whenever he go, he gonna be the first visit. So I'm like, I ain't never seen him. My roommate say, man, that's why I ain't wanna holler at him, man. Y'all were fiending. You and Jay were fiending. I ain't even wanna holler at him for real. Like, I said, man, you wanted some la-la, bro. You acting like you was the only one. You acting like I was the only one that wanted some la-la. I said, you wanted some la-la too. You were like, man, what I'm saying though, like, man, I was like, man, this jump crazy, man. I was like, I looked up and I just seen him walking across the jump. Like he was going to holler at somebody that was in the hole. You know what I mean? You know, the 3 building is right there. The windows was right there. He come across like he was talking to somebody in the basketball court and walked straight across. And I looked at him. I was like, this guy has to be stopped, y'all. So boom. Man, that's business. I get it. How y'all gonna look at it? Like Weezy, he handling business. Y'all, he right. And I ain't got no problem with about that. But I like to have the option to know that you put it in your tutor, man. You know what I mean? Pause. Like, I don't like messing with the people that do that, man. Like, y'all already know how I am. I do not like doing that, man. So I'm feeling a little disrespected. I still don't have enough disrespect in my body to freaking go at Grace Jones. I can't. You know what I mean? Because we spent the money, he gave us the stuff. And that's just what it is, man. But I'm feeling a little upset about this. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So, like, I was hot about this junk, man. So my man pulled back up. He like, hey, Weezy, hey, look, man, before, when you go back in, man, I'm like, nah, hey, bro, look, bro. Hey, look, bro. He was like, what's up? I said, man, they just told me that, bro, we going to the VI putting that stuff in his tutor, bro. He was like, for real, man? I was like, yeah, man. He was like, oh, I'm good then, man. I'm good, man. He was like, but you had some of that too. He was like, but you had some already, didn't you? I was like, yeah, I did. I was like, man, forget you, man. He was like, no, I was just saying, like, you know what I mean? He was like, was it a change in it? Like, I said, bro, listen, man, I don't know, bro. It tastes like la-la, bro. Like, I was mad, y'all. So boom. Jamie got me like that, man. I was like, this is wild right here, man. I was like, man, it's so crazy. But I felt angry about it. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt a little angry about it. So we go back in the building. You know what I mean? We go back in the building and see everybody chasing again. I'm not chasing no more. That's a wrap. I'm not chasing no more, man. I don't want no more of that freaking stuff that been in this tutor, man. I do not want no more of that la-la. I don't care how good it is. You know what I mean? So we go to child, to the dude from the library. Like, yeah, we had wrote him a kite, let him know what was going on with the la-la, da-da-da. So when he see me, he like, hey, look, man, I'm gonna straighten y'all out tomorrow, man. Look, man, I got something better, da-da-da-da-da. Just, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, man, look, just make sure, man, you know what I mean? That joint straight. So we go back out the next day, we holler at him, you know what I mean? He get us right. So he get us right, but still though, it's so much la-la floating around right now, like we gotta be careful. So we went in there and tested. The jump was decent this time. So we like, man, like we gotta just like lay low just to make sure, bro, because like, you know, it's a massive la-la going on. Store day coming up, everybody owe money out, like this isn't the time, you know what I mean? So we just gonna stand pat, you know what I mean? So we just gonna stay pat with the jump. So the dude from the He ended up getting some more D block. So he got the D block. I hear him at the door trying to pitch to the white boy that this is some good D block. He like, man, god dang, shorty, what you gonna do? Come on, you done spent the money before. You already know my joint a missile. You already know. I don't know what the white dude was saying through the slider. You know what I mean? The white dude looked like he was negotiating because it was other D block to buy. You know what I mean? So that's why the white dude probably was negotiating. But just to hear bro from Richmond that really put his joint on the market like that, it was crazy. So after he finished talking to the white boy, he turned around, he like, man, I can't even sell my stuff, Weezy, man. He was like, man, why they had to move this dude in the block, man? I was like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So lady said, lock down. Lock down, lock down, lock down, lock down. So we locked down. You know what I mean? This for the little count jump. So we locked down the cell. And we in the cell, me and my roommate talking about this. We like, yo, man. I said, bro from Richmond mad, bro. I was like, man, he mad. He can't get his little thing off with the D block, bro. You know what I mean? Jamie then came in and stole all his plucks. Like stuff crazy right now, bro. I was like, then we got la that we can't even freaking pump right now, bro, because it's flooded, bro. I was like, man, we already had it 3 days. I said, ain't nobody really coming because it ain't nobody got no money right now. So I'm like, this junk crazy. So we in the junk talking. We just see somebody come by the door and was like, then I look up. I see it's Jamie. He like, I look, the commissary sheets. I'm like, man, they gave this man a job to pass out the bubble sheets. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. He came to the door. He was like, y'all need anything else? I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. He was like, he started passing out the bubble sheets. They gave this man all the jobs, y'all. So boom. He was slowly but surely taking over. He already came over and took over the jobs. He then came in there and took over the freaking La trade and the D block trade. Can't nobody get no money for real, man. It's just crazy, man. So it was just like, we was put in a predicament like, yo, this is out of control, man. This man got too much. Like he has everything that everybody needs. And it's like he done cut everybody out. So like, you know what I mean? Without sounding like a hater, man, everybody just had to deal with it. You know what I mean? Everybody just had to deal with it, man. But it was just out of control. So the night shift came on. When the night shift came on, my roommate, he finally found the time to go talk to Ms. M. So he talked to Ms. M the whole night. Jamie was just moving around, doing whatever he wanted to do. Man, my roommate talked to them the whole night. By the time my roommate came back in the cell, he came back in to get his shower back. He was like, bro, I gotta holler at you when you get out of the shower. I was like, well, she gonna bring the pack? No, I'm with it, y'all. I'm with it. Ms. M gonna bring the pack? He was like, nah, not that. I'm gonna holler at you. I'll be back. Bro, we ain't gonna hop in the shower. Bro, come back from hopping out the shower. It's lockdown time. He come in the cell. He was like, bro. He sit down. He was like, look, you ain't gonna believe this, Weezy. I'm like, what? He said, man. He was like, man, say word Ms. M say that the dude Jamie, man, hating on everybody in here, man. Everybody in here. I was like, what do you mean everybody in here? He was like, man, the dude Jamie was like, he about to take over the whole block and everybody gonna have to come to him for everything. He was like, because when he first came in the system, dudes used to treat him real bad because he was a boy. So he was like, he been down a minute now. So now he done flipped the script. Now he want everybody to have to rely on him. Instead of having to tease him and joke him about being a boy, he want everybody to have to rely on him. So that's what he do. So I said, man, that's what dude was saying, what he used to do at the other camp though. I was like, man, but like for real though, man, like what's his plans though? Like, you know what I mean? He was like, look, then it's the crazy thing. He was like, guess who else he cool with? I'm like, who? He was like, man, he cool with the investigator. So I'm like, he cool with the investigator. He was like, man, that's my word. Ms. M was like, man, you know, she talked to him on some like girlfriend, like, you know what I mean? He was like, the man told him that he cool with the investigator. You know what I mean? I was like, the investigator, the white dude? He was like, nah, not the white dude, the girl. So they had a lady as an investigator and the white dude as the investigator on Sussex too. So I'm like, for real, man? We used to call the lady, I ain't even gonna lie, we used to call her Ivory Lotta. She used to play for North Carolina basketball. Where she was a short little jank. She looked like she could hoop real good, you know what I mean? She looked like an ex-basketball player. So we used to call her Ivory Lotta, you know what I mean? That's the girl who used to play for the Tar Heels. So that's who the investigator was. So I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm like, this is crazy, man. How can you be cool with the investigator and you going to get the pack and you doing this and you doing that? I was just like, it won't add up. He was like, then look. He was like, Grace Jones told Ms. M. He was like, he trying to get rid of this cell 38, and cell 16. The dude from Richmond, he trying to get rid of those cells right there. So I'm like, he trying to get rid of them cells? I was like, bro, come on, bro, with that, bro. He was like, nah, I'm being honest, bro. He was like, Ms. M ain't gonna lie, bro. He was like, Ms. M ain't gonna lie, bro. He was like, matter of fact, I told you weren't gonna believe me. He was like, watch this. And man, hit the intercom. I promise you. She came on the job. Yes. She called my roommate last night. He was like, look, he went to the junk nice and quiet. He was like, hey, look, I was just telling my roommate what you told me because I told you I was going to tell him anyway, right? She was like, correct? He was like, look, please tell him by just saying yes, that everything I just told him is correct. She was like, yes, everything that he told you is definitely correct. I was like, man, this shit crazy. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, all right, thank you, man. So he covered the joint back up because we had to cover our intercoms up because they can just come on and listen. You know what I mean? So we covered the joint back up. We like, this joint, wow. I was like, yo, wait, what's the beef with us? He was like, man, the beef with us is he know that we be touching. He was like, man, look, I messed up too, man. I was like, how? He was like, man, because I went and told the dude that he be talking to that we got la, bro. Like, we just, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, why you say something? I told you we was gonna hold this whole back, bro, till the right time. He was like, man, I know. I was just trying to sell it, bro. I was just trying to sell it. Like, man, come on, bro. Man, he was like, man, but look, forget that, bro. What we gonna do about Grace Jones, bro? I was like, shh. I was like, man, there's only one thing else left to do. He was like, what? I was like, man, we're gonna have to outsmart him, man. So boom. That's the only thing that came in my mind because like the traits that he's showing, like a dude that come in the block, take over and do all of that, like, you know what I mean? Like he's showing those type of traits. And I don't mean to be like this against the boys, you know what I mean? But the boys are usually known to be hot people in penitentiary, man. That's the stereotype. It's not all of them, but majority of them, man. Like they just known to be people that rock with the cops. They rock with them on some friendly stuff, and next thing you know, the friendly stuff turn into information. So like, you know what I mean? It's crazy in there when it comes to that, man. So like, we just sitting back like, yo, this y'all wow. So I was like, man, we gonna holler at Jay, and we gotta holler at bro from Richmond when we come out. You know what I mean? Just to figure out what the play is. I'm like, because for real, I'm not fighting dude, bro. I'm not fighting dude, man. Dude, man, listen, dude look like he's super strong. I said, I'm not fighting Grace Jones, bro. I'm not, bro. My roommate was like, bro, we just gonna holler. So we laid it down that night. He was like, we can't wait to get up for breakfast, man. We could holler at Jay and dude from Richmond. So count clear, you know what I mean? We go down the steps, man, you know what I mean? We told Jay come down the steps. We told bro from Richmond, yo, holler at me when you get yourself together. So he finally get himself together, he pull up. You know what I mean? So we didn't want to make it look like it was obvious, but the dude, Jamie, didn't come out his cell anyway for breakfast. So we all standing by bro cell by 16, because that's kind of like behind the steps. So we like, hey, look, man. I said, yo, tell her what you told me last night. So my roommate was like, look, man, look, from a reliable source, that's a CO. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say, reliable source. Man, told me, man, that the dude, Jamie, is supposed to be trying to run a play on us, Jay, and you, man. Because he said we a threat to him or something, man. You know, we the ones that be like trying to do stuff and get money and all of this. So like he gonna be trying to get rid of us. And he was like, what do you mean get rid of us? My roommate was like, cuz man, like the peoples told me that he cool with the investigator lady too. He was like, who, the little short lady? He was like, yeah, he fuck with the short lady. So he was like, so the dude from Richmond was like, you believe that shit, Weezy, man? I was like, damn right. I said my roommate slipped up and told him that we had la. You know what I mean? I said, now, goddamn, the nigga think we a threat for him. I was like, man, that shit crazy, man. I was like, that shit crazy, man. I was like, yo, you know what? So the dude from Richmond was like, man, look, we ain't gotta put our hands on that nigga, man. We ain't gotta put our hands on that nigga, man. Look, just outsmart this nigga. Let's goddamn just turn everybody against this nigga. So we like, how we gonna do that, bro? Like, what do you mean turn everybody against the nigga? The dude from Richmond was like, nah, look, we gonna tell everybody that he putting that shit in his butt, bringing that stuff back every time. Now, y'all want to mess with the butt pack or y'all want to mess with the regular pack? It's up to y'all. Weezy, your pack regular. My pack regular, Shaw. They want to mess with the regular pack or they want to mess with the butt pack. This is my word. When he was saying that, I promise you I had to hold my laugh because the butt pack sounded so crazy, but it's a fact. The man putting it in his tutor, y'all, so boom. So the plan sounded good just on the strength that we going to try to turn everybody that be scoring from him against him. That way, we can get the plays and all of that. We might as well. This man plotting on us. We got to plot back, man. We got to plot back. But he knew that we won't trying to have no smoke with him. He know that we won't trying to rumble him and beat him up and do all that. I'm sorry, y'all never going to do it. I'm never fighting those people. It's nothing against those people, but I'm just never fighting them, man. Like, it's just a rule of mine. Unless they just come punch me in my face, then I'm just going to have to go. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm never going to be the initiator on a fight with a boy, y'all. So boom. But our plan sound halfway decent though. It's just about who gonna talk to who and what we gonna do. Bro from Richmond was like, Man, I was like, yo, look, I'll holler at everybody that I know that's in the building and in the block from around my way, bro. And you know what I mean? A couple of dudes from the beach or whatever the case. And then the dude Jay was like, I'll holler at some dudes from out my way, you know what I mean? And let them know what's going on. And then my roommate was like, yeah, look, we're gonna handle North, you handle your homeboys. And then we looked at the dude from Richmond, he was like, I got the rest. I got the rest. Yeah, I'll handle the 804. I'll talk to everybody. I was like, all right, you talk to your side of town. We're gonna handle that. And then we're just gonna see if the tables turn, bro. I was like, 'cause for one, bro, ain't no way in the world we don't supposed to be able to sell our work, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, I know dude got some type of hate in this. I was like, I knew it. I knew Grace Jones wasn't official, man. So I'm like, man, look. So we started putting our plan into motion. You know what I mean? We started putting our plan into motion, y'all. This work. You know what I mean? I called a couple dudes I know. I was like, hey, bro, you getting la from Jamie? He was like, well, what's up? Like, man, look, between us, bro. He be like, what? I'm like, bro, look, between us, bro. Say word, bro. He was like, word. I was like, look, man, they say Jamie going to the VI putting that in his tutor, man, getting that stuff, man. He was like, what do you mean, like, he boofing it? I'm like, yeah, bro. He was like, oh. He was like, I've been buying that stuff too. I was like, man, yeah, bro, look. Tighten up, bro. You know what I mean? Just walk away. I ain't telling him I had la. I ain't going in that direction. We just trying to turn the tables first, y'all. We gotta outsmart this guy. So I looked up. I see my roommate talking to somebody. I looked over there, seen the dude Jay talking to somebody. I looked on the top tier. I seen the dude from Richmond standing up there like, he talking to dudes from Richmond. You know what I mean? Everybody putting the work down. We got boots on the ground. We in here doing our job, y'all. This is what we got going on. So I'm just trying to wait and see how this all gonna play out. So, you know, dude from Richmond, he dealing with the D block heads, you know what I mean? The dope heads, the dudes that do the D block and all of that. So I see him talking to them, you know what I mean? So he come down the steps, I see him, I said, you holler at him? He was like, yeah, I holler at him, man. I said, you think they gonna tell you, bro? He was like, man, I don't know though. He was like, man, I don't care either. Like, for real, I don't care, shawty. Like, it is what it is. He hating on us, we hating on him. That's just what it is. So I'm like, it is what it is. So look, I promise y'all, man, we in the block. Man, we chilling. We sitting at the table. Man, we sitting at the table, man. Word. The first slide open up. You look up. It's freaking Grace Jones in the jump. It's the dude Jamie. He like this at the first slide. He like, his face is like this. He like, it's like the jump open up. He like, he was like, open my door up. So man, when I see that, I'm watching him. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm watching this dude. I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? I'm looking, I'm like, this man come out the cell strapped up. This man said, look, you got a problem with me. But he pull up on the dude from Richmond. He was like, the dude from Richmond over at the other table. He was like, you got a problem with me. If you got a problem with me, we need to handle it right now. Right now. He kept doing his fingers like this. He was like, right now. If you got a problem with me, yeah, right now, we need to handle it. Right now. So everybody looking like, dude from Richmond like, man, you better get off my face, shorty. What you talking about? He like, nah, don't shorty me now. Nah, do you got a problem with me? You telling everybody that be coming to buy from me not to come buy from me no more. Why? Because I put it in my butt. So what? Half of the stuff that come in the penitentiary be coming in somebody's butt. Yeah, what's the matter with y'all? Y'all mad about that? Y'all mad because it's coming up in my butt? I'm talking about like, I never heard the butt word being used that much. I'm like this, I'm like, so the dude from Richmond like, man, look, I ain't got time for that, man. Hey, yeah, I told my people, I told my people, you got down, dudes don't be messing with that all the time, man. You gotta give people the option. He was like, I am a boy. What do you expect? He looked at the white dude, he was like, what do you expect? I'm a boy. How am I gonna get the back end? White dude was like, gotta put it in his butt. I was like, I wanted to throw a flying slap at him, y'all. So boom. He told us, you gotta put it in his butt. I'm like, man, these dudes wild, man. Some dude from Richmond like, well, y'all keep messing with that. If y'all keep messing with all that shit ass work, then y'all keep doing it then. Yeah, my work pure, clean. Weezy work pure, clean. I was like, bro, why you bring me in this? When he said that, the boy said, I was like, 15, bro. I started acting like I was playing dominoes. I wasn't even in the game. Y'all, so boom. This word, he was like, and he went back to do it for real. He was like, yeah, anybody who got a problem with we can holler it right now. Ain't no need to talk behind my back. Yeah, ain't no need to talk behind my back. So Jay was like, look, man, look, you hating on us. Yeah, you hating on us. We know you hating, yeah. We know you. He was like, hating on who? He was like, us. I'm like, Lord, man, I'm like, this junk crazy, man. He was like, yeah, you hating on us. Yeah, you hating on us. So all this commotion, like, it was just one big argument in the pod. One big argument in the pod, man. I promise you, man. The CEO coming and jump. What's going on in here? What's going on in here? So everybody kind of, like, I wasn't in it anyway, you know what I mean? So he was like, he just walked away. You know what I mean? He just walked away. So I tell bro from Richmond, I was like, yo, bro, watch your back, bro. I said, cause look, the boy's sneaky, bro. I'm telling you, man, watch your back, bro. He was like, man, I got it, you good. He was like, that nigga put his hands on me. I'm gonna run with that nigga ass. Fuck that. I'm gonna run with that nigga ass, Shawty. Fuck that nigga, Shawty. Yeah, man, he started telling his homeboys like, man, look, Shawty, don't stay out of that, bro. Look, don't fight that nigga, bro. Like, we ain't trying to get in that shit. You fighting a boy, bro. Like, a lot of people felt like that. A lot of people didn't want to fight these guys because if they get to bleeding and all this shit, they in there don't having unprotected sex. You don't know what's going on, man. You don't know what can fucking happen, man. You got to make it out of the penitentiary the same way you came in, man, unscathed. So fighting a boy is not a good idea, man. You know what I mean? But the Richmond dude, he already know the shit has hit the fan. You know what I mean? The shit hit the fan. What are you gonna do? Now we can't like get together like Voltron and take out freaking, you know what I mean? This freaking He-Man dude right here. We can't do it. You know what I mean? The shit had to be done like real strategically, man, if I said that right. It had to be done like that, man. I'm being honest with y'all, man. So like, everybody was like, yo, everybody's on point. I'm like, yo, I'm on point. I'm watching that nigga ass. I'm watching that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. We come back out, the doors pop. I ain't gonna lie. Lady put us on standby, all the doors open up. I went upstairs and stood on the top tier. I need a bird's eye view of goddamn Grace Jones. I ain't gonna let that nigga see me. You know what I mean? We try to outsmart this nigga. This shit backfired. You hear me? Like this. Watching this nigga ass. My roommate come up the steps like, yo, that nigga come on me, bro. I'm gonna hit his ass with this lock in the sock. I was like, bro, listen, bro. Nigga, you better don't miss. That's cause that motherfucker grab that motherfucker lock in the sock, nigga. That motherfucker gonna turn into goddamn Zach Randolph on your ass. That nigga gonna be a #1 power forward whooping your ass, bro. He was like, man, fuck that shit. That nigga in my goddamn way anyway, man. This M said she don't fuck with that nigga like that. She just be talking to the motherfucker, picking his ass. I'm like, man, look, bro. This nigga gotta go, bro, for real, man. I was like, man, I don't know how to get rid of this nigga though. I was like, I don't know how to do this shit, bro. I was like, man, look, man, you know what I mean? So everybody talk about shit. So we go out for child. We go to child. Yeah, now we go to child, come back. We go to child and come back. The nigga mad. The nigga mad as a bitch. I look up. Richmond dude lit. Richmond dude got dudes from downstairs coming to holler at him. They got dudes from over here coming to holler at him. You know what I mean? Everybody hollering at him. I'm like, oh shit, Richmond dude got the shit lit. You know what I mean? So everybody did stop going to buy the D block from the boy. You know what I mean? So I looked at my roommate. I'm like, yo, bro, this might be our chance right here, bro. So my roommate went downstairs. He hollered at one dude. You know what I mean? I go back in the cell. As I'm in the cell, all I hear is, I was like, yo. I was like, hey, Weezy, you still got some more la-la? I was like, yeah, I got some la-la. What you trying to get? He was like, what you got? I said, boy, what the fuck you want? I hit him with the Friday jump, man. Come on, man. What's up? I'm trying to hide from Grace Jones, goddamn it. He was like, I ain't buying no more of that shit, man. That nigga putting that shit in his butt, man. Like, hell nah, man. I don't want no more of that shit, y'all. He was like, no, I don't want no more of that shit, bro. I was like, yeah, what's up, though? He was like, look, I'm trying to spin a dub. I was like, all right, got you. You know what I mean? Popped the tray slot, made the play. You know what I mean? I said, get my door open, bro. Got my door open. I come out. You know what I mean? Another dude pull up on me. Hey, Weezy. You know what I mean? I looked downstairs, see my roommate getting a bag. I looked up, seeing Jay coming up the steps with a bag. You know what I mean? We slanging and banging, y'all. So boom. We get into that bag. So the Richmond dude get into the bag. We get into the bag. So it was like nobody was buying no more from Grace Jones. Nobody was buying no more from that nigga, man. Like, really, we had to get petty like that. We had to get petty like that, man. We had to get real petty like that, man. I promise you. As one dude left my cell after like one of the last plucks of the day, I seen a dude leaving my cell. With my door open, I'm in 37, so I can look out in the pod. If I stand up, I can see the whole pod just with my door open. I'm like, I'm messing with stuff on the floor, I'm getting all the comments in there. I looked up. I seen the nigga Jamie on the phone. He was like, he always used to be on the phone like he about to run to first base or something. He was like, like this. I'm like, hey, CO, close my door. Close my door. That don't say, I was like, duck. I want to see his face, y'all. So boom. But he had look angry looking up there. I promise you, man. My roommate came back in the cell. I was like, yo, bro, look. How much you got left, bro? He was like, man, I ain't got nothing but about 3 spoons. I was like, yo, bro, look. I said, I think that nigga gonna tell it, bro. He was like, man, why you say that? We're like, man, I think he gonna tell it, man. I promise you, man. That night, y'all, man, I was so glad it didn't come through with no piss test or nothing like that. But these people rush our cell. Man, these people rush our cell, man. I promise you, they ain't shake the dude from Richmond cell down. They hit our jump. They come in the jump, shake the jump down on some bootleg shit. The COs that work, the sergeant that work. So we like, this shit crazy. I'm like, damn, so the nigga did tell on us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't had no proof. But we're like, damn, the nigga had to tell. You know what I mean? You know, we got to work right now, so anything can happen when you got to work. We couldn't prove that he told, but he fucking told. I know he fucking told. So the dude from Richmond on point, he like, yo, for real? I was like, yo, the whole time we was standing out in jaw, like, yo, bro, tighten up. You know what I mean? So they ain't find shit. You know what I mean? Y'all know I cheat my jank. I ain't up with a few spoons like cheat game. That's not the same as in the tutor game. That's a difference. You know what I mean? So I get away on my shit. My roommate get away with this shit. They don't shake Jay down or the Richmond dude down. So we come out. You know what I mean? When everybody saw that shit, I promise you, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Everybody just was like, yo, dude, the cops, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he got to be the fucking cops. They won't even fucking with Weezy and them. Now they just ran down on Weezy and them because Weezy and them got the la-la and ain't nobody buying that shitty ass pack no more than Jamie got. You know what I mean? We're like, yo, this shit crazy, man. So, like, everybody felt that way. So it's like, from that day on, it's like everybody stopped talking to that nigga. Everybody stopped talking to that nigga. Everybody stopped buying from that nigga. Miss M, she stopped fucking with him. It was like he was boxed out. We boxed him out, man. We had to unalive his ass internally. Like, that's what we had to do, man. This shit was a crazy job, but we got it done. We got it done to the point, man, we seen that man come back in one day. This about a week later. But he's seeing that he lost his energy. He don't have what he used to have. He don't have everybody copying. He don't have everybody chasing no more. He's not making all the money. The man come back in the block and we just seen the man grab some trash bags from the booth and go to his cell. We saw that. I promise y'all, man, like I wanted to shed a tear because I got tired of looking at this aggressive cycle. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I don't like being around dudes that I feel like I can whoop my ass. You know what I mean? Like this man was a boy and I felt like he would probably whoop my ass, man. He was too tall, too big, and he looked like he can fight. You know what I mean? I never wanted to find out. He got his trash bags. He started packing his shit. He left out again, came back with a cart because he got massive shit. He started putting this shit in the cart. That's my word. Goddamn, the nigga moved. Man, the nigga moved, man. That nigga moved downstairs, man, to the non-smoking pod. Now, he never smoked no la-la, nothing anyway, but he moved downstairs to the non-smoking pod, which is 4A, in a cell with a black old head dude. Now, I'm assuming that the black old head dude shake, rattle, and roll. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, just to get this dude out of our block, man, we felt so great about this, man. I ain't gonna lie, we had to outsmart the nigga. Like, we had to outsmart the nigga, man. We didn't have to throw one single punch. We ain't had to throw one single punch, man. I promise you, man. So it was like when he was left our pod, everything went back to normal in 4D. Everything went back to normal, man. I promise y'all, man. I'll say probably about 6 months later down the line. This is about 6 months later down the line, man. I go to visiting room. I'm in the visiting room, man. Mom Dukes will come early when she will come too. Mom Dukes come early. Mom Dukes leave the crib 8 o'clock in the morning game. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing but like an hour and change game to get up here from where I live at Norfolk. Man, I promise you, Mom Dukes come see me one time early. I'm in the jump, man. I look up, I see Grace Jones come through. I'm like, but I see his sister. His sister is beautiful. I'm like, this was bringing to work? I'm like, it's crazy. I'm like, John, wow. So I mind my business. After I would eat, get full, I would never let Mom Dukes stay overtime, past count time, or none of that. I'm out of here. So gave Mom Dukes a hug. You know what I mean? They make you stand on the wall. I go stand on the wall. I look up. Grace Jones puts a chair up. We look. All right, sis. He hugged his sis like this. Like he was hitting her with a freaking crab claw. He was like, all right, sis. All right, girl. He backed up. He saw me. He was like, I don't say, he was like, I was like, there's 2 people in front of us. Over. He was like, look, I wasn't the one that snitched on y'all. I just want you to know I ain't the one that snitched on y'all. I was like, You ain't the one that snitched on us. Yeah, all right. I was like, oh, all right, that's cool. He was like, no, I'm saying though, like, I didn't think y'all was gonna do that. I was like, well, you keep me and y'all, man. What you talking about? He said, I know y'all told everybody that. I said, bro, told everybody what? He said, I be bringing it back in my butt. Yeah, I know y'all. I said, no, you told everybody that in the pod. He was like, you know what I mean, but I ain't got no drama with you though. I just want to let you know, ain't no drama with y'all. Like, ain't no drama with y'all. I took my show on the road. Ain't no drama with y'all. I'm in 4A. I got it on Smash down there, and that's just what it is. I was like, bro, enjoy yourself there, man. Like, you know what I mean? They was like, next. I was like, you know what I mean? I was hoping they would bring him in with me. I got a script naked game around this maniac. They just called me in there. I got right. Got about that joke. I look back on the boulevard. Grace Jones is coming right behind me. Another successful mission. He put it in his tutor. What you expect? He's going to have successful missions. I promise you, man. I get back in the pod. I tell niggas. I said, man, say one of the nigga Jamie pull up over there and tell me he want the one that told and all this shit. I said, man, fuck that nigga. That nigga downstairs still winning though, bro. Niggas was like, yo, Lawrence, he ain't upstairs. You know what I mean? And that was just what it was, man. We had to outsmart Jamie. There wasn't no violence to this one. You know what I mean? We had to outsmart him on this one, man, because we wasn't gonna beat that guy, man. I ain't gonna lie. That guy's a fucking fighter. Like, I already know he's a knockout artist. I know it when I see one. And I didn't want to find out, y'all. I promise y'all, man. So that was a crazy situation. That's the end of the damn story, though, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching another one, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay y'all ass out the way. Period, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. But this was the Tuesday banger. So what I need y'all to do this one. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's go. But be safe out there, people. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.